For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
They'll leave it with him. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And not Not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can.
He'll try to take it back. Got some room in under the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he makes the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Might be calling a hot route. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Durham. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Offense gets set for second down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. The inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. play of the period will be a second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Oh, he's got some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Sategna. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. Smashes ahead. Gets away from one, he's got space. Wide open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. LSU quick to the line. Trying to pound it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Batir. Shoots it to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
They booted away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage. He sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to keep the drive alive. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 1st and goal and a touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Coming out with it, it's Tatum. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's out. Gets it on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup with 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Batir. Rushes on him. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you.
Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. 3rd and goal. And let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He wants it all. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to slam it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Unfortunately, this guy's been beaten like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Berry. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sharp. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach...
Converts on 4th down, still going. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Watkins.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The give to the tailback. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. Jumped on top of the pile.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest. If you
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Quick completion on the out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sooners will punt this one away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the double.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Gibson. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is doing.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be... 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught close to the marker, it's Anderson. Timeout call by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. Ball is at the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Oh, he's gonna take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good, like putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays. And
Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab down the left side. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. And coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to hit the extra point and make it a touchdown game. And there might be 2 more plays left. They kick off, maybe 1 more snap with the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. The ball hits the ground, and